Moving on to our next story, I think this one is a huge mistake. I want to hear what you think, Tristan, because I've been talking for far too long. Apparently, Detective Pikachu 2 has already been greenlit. Let's make note of when this is being recorded. Maybe some of you guys are watching this way, way, way down the line. Look at the date of when this has been, not recorded, but you can see when this has been uploaded. What's going on? Like, this movie isn't out yet. The first one is not out.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
It's very confusing. I think this is a huge mistake simply due to the fact that do I think that Detective Pikachu won't do well in the box office? No, I do. I really do think it's going to do well, and I think that a lot of us older fans who are fans of Pokemon are going to go watch it, and a lot of us who have kids or nephews, nieces, younger brothers, who are sisters, whomever, we're going to bring them with us potentially. So, like, I'm not saying this movie can't do well. It just seems like such hubris that it makes me not want to even go see the movie. That it's like, how dare you? Like, this isn't a franchise yet. Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount,
Right.
yeah? No, sorry, Warner Brothers. This isn't a franchise yet, Warner Brothers. How about maybe you wait till, like, the day the movie's out? Literally
Yeah.
out in theaters. And then you go, by the way, we're coming out with a new one. Whoops, did we just announce that the same day that it came out? But, like, it's not even out yet. It is still set to come out in, I want to make sure I get the exact, in March 2018. I don't
Yeah.
even see an exact date in March. I'm sorry, what am I saying? March. Sorry, I said 2018. That's fucking hilarious. May 10th. March 2018 is when the game came out in the US, Detective Pikachu.
Right.
May 10th is when this movie is set to debut. May 10th.
Right.
May 10th.
And now I don't know if because they mentioned it loosely ties in with the game, or is taken points from the game. But I don't know what the story's going to be like.
Are you talking
So-
about the new one or the old, or the one that's not even out yet?
Yes.
No, they're saying that the
Like-
film is based on it, but of course it's based on it simply in name, because of course, looking at the trailer, it seems like, even though I haven't even played the game, it seems like in no way is it related to the game, other than in name only.
Well, it's related to the game in the sense that it's still the kid and Pikachu, and the kid is the only
Yes.
one who understands him, and that they're looking for his father.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
That's
I thought
such
that
an
in. Okay, I thought in the game everyone understood Pikachu.
No.
Oh, okay. Because he's a detective, so it makes me
Yeah.
think that he has an
So, like,
agency.
I don't know if there's stuff that's happened in the game that would lead them to say, hey, we could make another movie out of this, like to continue the story along.
No, I truly believe that Warner Brothers looked at their social media engagement. They got someone in to gauge, based on their engagement, how much money they're going to make at the box office. And Warner
Yeah.
Brothers, remember, Warner Brothers is behind the DC movie failures. Not all of them,
Yeah.
because, Aquaman did well recently. And trying to think of some other movies, DC. Oh, of course, Wonder Woman. But I'm not saying that every DC movie's been a failure. But remember, they're behind the DC failures. So Warner Brothers is just looking for a franchise, and they see Pokemon, and they're like, well, Pokemon's doing well with the kids. And then they
Yeah.
actually get, again, different people who do different calculations with different algorithms and things like that, and they go, well, based on how many people are viewing this favorably on social media, and how millennials, while they don't have a lot of money, they do put their money behind certain brands very often, one of them being Pokemon. Clearly, they're going to go see this to the point where we can greenlight one already. The problem is that even if all of that is true, and this movie does extremely well, it's just the hubris, in the same way that, DC was like, or Warner Brothers was like, oh, hey, let's have a DC universe. And it's like, you just made Man of Steel. Let's see how these things go. And it's like, no, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Maybe we'll even have a Batman movie. And it's like, guys, calm the fuck down. Like, you can't, not everything is Marvel, right?
Right.
Marvel said, maybe we'll do an extended universe, but let's put out Iron Man and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And then they put out Iron Man, fucking did gangbusters, did so well, and then they started releasing more. That's how this is supposed to work. The film isn't even out yet. Remember, we're February, March, April,
Yeah.
May. We are in the beginning of February. And this is coming out May 10th.
Yeah.
And still, you have Warner Brothers being like, no, we're gonna. And by the way, apparently, you have to understand too, Tristan. It's not even just like they said, hey, maybe we'll come up with another one. There are staff members attached to another movie.
Right.
Literally, they have the site reports that Legendary has brought on Oren Uziel, who's working on the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog film, worked on the Clover Paradox, and worked on 22 Jump Street. Now, I would like to note that all three of those movies do not have a vote of confidence from me. I've talked about potentially wanting to see the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie because I do think that the actors are going to do very well, but I'm not sure about the directing. We don't even. By the way, the movie's not even out yet. That's one.
Right.
Two, the Clover Paradox. You and I have seen that, Tristan. We did not like that. We reviewed it on Those Guys on the Radio. That's the Cloverfield Paradox.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Netflix movie.
My head out of I don't remember this.
Yeah, right. And then 22 Jump Street. You have not seen it, Tristan. I've seen a good 20 minutes or so of it. I liked the comedy, but there was something that I was just like, no, and I have never gone back to see it. 21 Jump Street, fucking hilarious. 22 Jump Street, iffy, and I wasn't really the biggest fan. So, again, we have someone who's penning the sequel script for a movie that's not even out yet that people could dislike.
Right.
Like, people could all go see it, make them all that cool cash and that money, and then be like, but Ryan Reynolds kind of sucked as Pikachu. He's great as Deadpool, but he kind of sucked as Pikachu. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, Detective Pikachu without Pikachu. That's what the kids want. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, well, we'll just replace Ryan Reynolds. You can't, like, the machine, to keep the machine turning, you need to actually, like, people need to see the machine first. Like, what's going on? And we don't even know if Justice Smith, who stars as Tim Goodman, we don't even know if, the kid in the movie, we don't know if he's even coming back. We know nothing about this next movie other than they have Oren Uziel doing this second film. And let's see, we also have, and we know who's directing this current movie.
Right.
The one that still hasn't come out yet. It's just so weird, dude. Like, I don't know if...
odd to write a sequel to a movie that hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, now granted, to be fair, the Hollywood Reporter reporting on this, for all we know, this is a leak. So like I'm not saying that this is like Warner Brothers or Legendary Entertainment being like, well, of course all of you guys are going to like this. Like this could just be behind the scenes talks and stuff, but still I think it's too soon. Like again, like you got to wait till May 10th. May 11th even to then be like, oh, let's greenlight this shit immediately.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't. It's just weird, man. And maybe this stuff has been going on for years and we just never really get to see it reported. Maybe this has been going on for 20 plus years and we seem like the assholes in this case. But it just seems like it's too soon because the movie should be out first. Novel idea, right? Either way, I want to hear what you guys think down below. Do you think it's too soon? Do you think it isn't? Do you think, nah, you're going to see this. Your friends are going to see it. You don't care either way. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about all of this down below.